Hello and welcome to another episode of the Investor Financing Podcast. And I'm your host, Beau Eckstein. And today we're going to talk about delayed financing and how to use it on your BRRRR properties. This is a super valuable hybrid type deal where it's like delayed financing on steroids using fix and flip loans. A lot of my investors are BRRRRing properties in the Midwest because it makes sense, right? So he's going to have equity, all his cash back, and he's going to have a couple $100s a month cash flow. That's a perfect deal right there. This is a great solution and a great way to get you going and get your cash flow going and get your real estate business going.
Welcome to the Investor Financing Podcast, where we interview real estate investors and lenders so you can learn all the secrets to getting your projects funded and scale your portfolio.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Investor Financing Podcast. And I'm your host, Beau Eckstein. And today we're going to talk about delayed financing and how to use it on your BRRRR properties. So let's get started. Yesterday, I received a call from an investor, and he was asking me some questions, and he had a property in contract in the Midwest for $135,000, and it needed some work. It might be able to go conventional due to the condition, or it might not, right? Because there are certain things that the appraiser is going to note. So most likely, it probably would get picked apart on an appraisal if you were to go to conventional. And he was asking, well, I want to go conventional so I don't have to refinance. And when you really look at these deals, it's not the way to go. The way to go is to use the fix and flip high leverage funding and then refinance with delayed financing. It's kind of a hybrid for delayed financing.
You're listening to the Investor Financing Podcast. We'll be right back after this break.
And now a word from our sponsors. Want to save money on your taxes? Cost segregation is a strategic tax planning concept that saves money by deferring federal and state taxes through accelerated depreciation. Get a free benefit analysis today. Please visit costseghub.com for more information on cost segregation and all of our cost recovery services that can put more cash flow in your pocket.
So one of my funds that does a lot of fix and flip lending, they have a product where they actually help real estate investors by essentially what they're doing is they're funding 100% of the purchase and the renovation costs on the closing statement. Although as the borrower, you're still putting money in as it's kind of held as your cash down payment. So there's some collateral, right? But they essentially fund 100%. So after the renovation is complete and you put a tenant in the property, then it's easier to go to a conventional lender at that point for a refinance, right? Because you can go and get all your proceeds back out of the deal. And that's the objective on a BRRRR. And so by using delayed financing techniques, when you know you're going to refinance because you're bankable with a conventional loan on the refinance, this is a great way because you're actually on paper on the closing statement, the loan is, all the costs of the loan are documented. So when you go to refinance, it's easier to pull your cash back out versus going in and having to document. If you don't document your rehab budgets, when you try to do a cash out refinance, day 90 or day 100, wherever your turnaround is, it gets very hard to pull your cash out with conventional financing.
You're listening to the Investor Financing Podcast. We'll be right back after this break. Are you looking for funding? Are you getting frustrated trying to find a lender? Visit investorfinancingpodcast.com and click the Get Funding button. Complete the simple form and schedule a free phone consultation with one of our placement specialists. We have a proprietary directory of funding partners that can help you get the funding you need. It's fast and easy to explore the options available for your specific needs. Don't wait. Visit investorfinancingpodcast.com and get connected.
So this is a super valuable hybrid type deal where it's like delayed financing on steroids using fix and flip loans. So there's that's out there for you. A lot of my investors are buying properties in the Midwest because it makes sense, right? You can buy something for 135,000, you can put in 40,000, and you're going to get $1,700 or $1,800 rent when the property is rehabbed. You then refinance, get all your proceeds back out, so you have no money left in the deal, and then you're cash flowing a couple $100 a month with a built-in equity cushion, right? Because now you've got a property. His projection is 135 buy, 45 rehab, and 230, 240 ARV. So he's going to have equity, all his cash back, and he's going to have a couple $100 a month cash flow. That's a perfect deal right there. So you should really look into delayed financing, but first fix and flip to delayed financing, I guess you would say. So the other advantages are, obviously, if the property needs rehab, you're not going to be able to get a conventional loan most times because they have certain guidelines where they're not going to lend if there's a missing kitchen or if there's, holes in the floor or in the roof, right? So that's why you use fix and flip funding, because that's what it's designed for, these properties that are not fundable from a conventional standpoint. And with this delayed financing, you can refinance within the first few months. There's no seasoning requirements, which is a huge plus because, right, it's the velocity of money. You want to be able to fix, stabilize the property with the tenant and refinance, get your money back out and do it again and again and again. Obviously, you run into some constraints as you get more and more properties in your name with conventional financing. But this is a great solution and a great way to get you going and get your cash flow going and get your real estate business going. Hope you enjoyed this short episode on delayed financing. I will see you on the next episode. Please like, share this video, or if you're listening on iTunes or Stitcher, please leave a review. Appreciate your following us. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for listening to the Investor Financing Podcast. For show notes and useful resources, please visit investorfinancingpodcast.com. For questions or comments, email info@investorfinancingpodcast.com. If you enjoy our show, please share it with your network. Until next time.